Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got some big crypto news to cover with you guys today, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, today we're going to be going over a bunch of different things in the crypto market, how this could affect crypto in the short term and the long term here, so let's jump into it. Alright, so we're currently still under the 2.5 trillion market cap. Bitcoin, it did get up to 68,000, then it corrected back down to 64,000, had a little bit of a dump here over the last couple days. Ethereum was at 3,500, corrected all the way down to like 3,100 after the ETF launch, the spot ETH ETF launch. So we've had a little bit of a correction in the market. Solana holding strong here, but I want to jump into some articles here and show you what's going on. There's a lot of things going on in crypto right now that we need to pay attention to because it is going to affect the markets overall and the long-term future of crypto. So this article here, basically they're talking about the Bitcoin plunged to 64K, and there was 250 million in long bets being liquidated because of this here. And most of these were on Binance. They're talking about in this article, and they're talking also here about Ethereum lost the most at 100 million in liquidations by that a 7.5% slump in the token amid outflows from the newly launched ETF, the ETH ETF. So 7.5% slump from the outflows of the ETF here over the last couple days. Binance had the highest liquidations of 118 million, which were 88% were long trades, and then OKX and Huobi recorded as much as 94% of long traders opened on their exchange that were liquidated. So they also talk about here about the stock market here. The NASDAQ 100 index lost 660 points, its biggest drop since 2022. So we've had a pretty significant correction in the stock markets over the last few days. Not a good sign at all. We're seeing some weakening in the market, which is bad. They're really pressing the Fed to lower the interest rates to try to get the market to recover before it's too late. They think that maybe the Fed kept the interest rates too high for too long, and it may push us into a recession. Hopefully that isn't the case, but it is a possibility that we need to keep on the table. Hopefully they lower interest rates soon, and it kind of brings things back from the dead with the market, because right now things are not looking too great. And that's why when everybody's been super bullish over the last week or so, I was telling everybody we're not out of the woods yet. We could see some further correction here before we hopefully take off into a bull run at the end of this year and into 2025. This article here, spot Ethereum ETFs generate 950 million in volume in the second day of trading, so almost a billion. I think it reached a billion in the second day of trading. Maybe they're rounding it to a billion because it's pretty close here. So 2 days in a row of some pretty good volume with the ETH ETF, about 25% of what Bitcoin was doing. So that's pretty good. And they're expecting some inflows in this ETF to come into the market as well here. So either way, this is bringing more exposure to crypto and Ethereum, so it's good for the market overall. This article here from Cointelegraph says the ETH ETF signals more trouble. 10x Research is talking about this. They're saying the exchange-traded funds for Ethereum, the 10x Research report, this sell-off trend closely follows a familiar pattern seen by previous crypto ETF launches, including the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And I talked about those here as well. We had a correction when the Bitcoin ETFs first launched, and then we took off and made new all-time highs with Bitcoin, and actually, went up about 50%. I don't expect necessarily the same amount of increase on Ethereum, just because there's not as much interest in Ethereum versus Bitcoin. But maybe we pump up to 4,000, 4,500 or something like that with it. It's possible we get to 5,000, make a new all-time high with Ethereum. We'll have to see what happens here, but I don't expect it to do the same as what Bitcoin did as far as as strong of a move, because I don't think there's quite as much demand for Ethereum. This article here, and I don't want to talk about politics too much on the channel, but certain things with the presidency and who could get elected is going to affect crypto, so that's why I'm bringing it up and talking about it on here, because like it or not, politics in some aspect do affect crypto. So I'm not going to get political here. I'm just going to cover the facts of the news. They're saying how Kamala Harris could usher in a clean slate for crypto regulation. She may not be appearing at the Bitcoin Nashville this year alongside Trump, but if elected, Kamala could reshape the U.S.'s policy on digital assets. I've heard that her VP pick is very pro-crypto, so that is good if she were to get elected. So they're saying here what a difference a week makes. July 18th, Trump formally accepted the GOP nomination as its candidate for the 2024 election, which we knew he would. And they're saying that Biden announced his decision to not seek re-election, and it kind of changed the political landscape and, you know, made the markets pretty volatile because of this as well. So some of this movement in the markets could be because of Biden dropping out and uncertainty in the market. So I'm hearing that a lot of the big caps in the stock market are selling off because they're not sure how the market is going to be under President Trump. They're thinking it may be more favorable for small caps and riskier assets under Trump. So some of those people are taking their profits out and the market's selling off because of that. So they're saying here, with an endorsement from Biden, Kamala Harris has quickly become the nominee for Democrats, and which we all know by now. So they're basically saying on here that, you know, she does have a voice for crypto. She wasn't able to attend the event because of scheduling and stuff at the last minute with her becoming the nominee for the presidency, that she couldn't get in on this event. But apparently it sounds like she wanted to speak there, so that is a good thing. And the Biden administration, you know, with Biden, was pretty anti-crypto, so they're hoping that if she were to get in, it would be more pro-crypto than under the Biden administration here. And we all know that Trump has been pretty pro-crypto recently as well. So we could potentially have two main candidates that could hopefully make a better environment for crypto. Obviously, no guarantee of that. This article here on CNBC: Trump raises more than $4 million in Bitcoin, other digital coins, as crypto support pays off. So he did announce that he was going to accept crypto for his presidential campaign, and he raised over $4 million in Bitcoin from that already. So I guess from a mix of digital assets, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and USDC, or other and various meme coins were coins that were contributed to his campaign. So that is a good sign. It's going to make him want to be more pro-crypto in the future if he's accepting donations from crypto, because he's going to want more donations in the future. The Republicans are. They're seeing how much Trump raised with this. It's going to make more, you know, presidential candidates pro-crypto likely, that they'd be able to raise funds in crypto in the future for this. So they're saying here, and in recent months, Trump has positioned himself as a pro-crypto candidate for president, and his reversal from a previous stance during his time in the White House. He's launched his latest NFT collection on the Solana blockchain in April, and then he's since been making increasingly bullish comments on crypto as well. He's talking about making a fourth NFT collection as well, possibly. So, you know, you guys can watch out for that if it does happen. If he were to get elected, those could potentially be worth a lot in the future. There's no guarantee of that, of course, but typically his NFT collections have done really well in a bullish market. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. But they, you know, basically, you know, it's just more and more adoption coming into crypto, and more acceptance of it from our politicians is good in general. This article here from Forbes says, "Are you ready? Elon Musk fans' wild rumors about Donald Trump will create a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve and trigger crypto price chaos." Here, rumors that Trump could announce that he'd create a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve during his much hyped appearance at Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville next week. They're saying something that could trigger a Bitcoin price to instantly moon if that were to happen. So this is a potential to give us that reversal in the market that we're looking for. If he does announce that he's got a plan to make Bitcoin a strategic reserve for the United States if he becomes president, we could see the price of Bitcoin moon after that and potentially put us above a new all-time high and into the bull run. Not guaranteed by any means, so don't try to trade that. I'm just letting you know that that's a possibility out there. So keep that in mind. But these are the things that I want to cover in this video, guys. There's a lot of things going on in crypto right now. I know some people don't want to be talking about politics on my channel. I'm not getting political. I'm just telling you that these decisions by our politicians affect crypto regulation affect all of our portfolios and affect everything we do with our investments. So they are things that we need to talk about and we need to pay attention to, because they do affect us whether you like it or not. Whether you like either candidate, hate both candidates, or whatever it is, they do affect our crypto regulations. So we have to keep that in mind, and they do affect the markets, you know. So these are the reasons why I cover these on my channel. I'm not talking specifically about either candidate and which one's better or this or that. You know, I think Trump has a lead in the polls right now, but other than that, you know, it's sounding like, at least if Kamala were to get elected, that she's hopefully more pro-crypto than Biden was. And then we also know that RFK Jr. is very pro-crypto, and he wants to put all of the government transactions on a blockchain ledger for the public to see and scrutinize, so we can make sure that our government is spending things properly, which would also be a fantastic idea. So lots of pro-crypto things coming into our government, hopefully here in the near future. Hopefully more positive crypto regulation coming into the space. So that's all I've got for this video. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.